what to do when everything feels wrong. So we all go through moment when life feels impossible, feels wrong, like failures, heartbreak, setbacks, whatever, doesn't matter. And we would like to avoid that pain, but the truth is that we should not avoid that pain, but it's about learning how to move through it, probably. Yeah. Today was one of those days for me, and what did I do? So today was a real struggle, to be honest. And I was thinking what to do in that moment. I was trying to be not emotional, but rational, like to think with my mind. And even though I was at work, so I couldn't go through a proper breakdown, I thought like, what can I do in order to go through this? So the first thing that came to my mind was like, just wait, it will go. And yeah, this is right, but you don't want to feel this in this moment. You want to do something else. Well, what I did is like focusing in three aspects that were like the body, the mind, and even I want to say the future, or like your goals, your I don't know, your soul, something that is deeper inside. And what I did was like, first of all, about the body, thinking what to do with my body in that moment. And well, I thought like I should move, like exercise. This was my first response because, whenever I feel very down, in order to, let's say, to overcome the pain or to distract from the pain, the first thing that goes to my mind is go and do some exercises. Why? Because this was probably the reason why I started doing gym and fitness in general. But whenever you go through some physical activity, you distract yourself. And well, if we need to be like more scientific in this way, what happens is that we activate another part of the network, the mental network system, let's say. I don't remember the exact name, but basically we have two kinds of network. One is the overthinking network, and the other one is the physical network. When we start to be like grounded, doing some physical activity, everything switches. And yeah, I will bring more videos about this. Today I'm not just prepared about that, but basically when we start to be active physically, our minds must shut down in a certain way because we need to decide where we need to focus, and this is probably the first reason. And yeah, it was automatically for me to start to be active, to move a bit. I know it's not very natural for so many people, but trust me, this can turn off your mind. And probably in those moments, this is literally what you want. Of course, we should not avoid pain all the time. We should face it because the pain will come back. But yeah, this is a way to make it easier, especially if you suffer from anxiety. Yeah. Then what else? I won't suggest to focus on food because I've been like through some eating disorders, and I know that the food can be a real way to channel our pain, and it becomes comfort food, and this can lead to some bad habits on the long term that will lead to a bigger pain on the long term. So yeah, but of course, if you want to have like a meal that is done by, I don't want to say real food, but let's say good food like fruit, veggies, some protein, and hydrate, just maybe this can give you like an extra push because you start yet to distract yourself, but in a good way, like you're taking care of yourself in this way. This is probably the best. And if you can, of course, try to rest. Rest is the best medicine in my opinion, because we always underestimate the power of rest. But trust me, this is something that can help you a lot, if you can, of course. Sometimes my mind goes so fast that I can't. Others time I can, but yeah, depends what you do. Well, this was my physical reaction. Today I just moved myself, but these are the three things that normally do. What else about the mind? Like another thing that I do when I feel like that is is strange to say. Is kind of zooming out. I imagine myself in a corner. I mean, not myself, my body, my soul, my I don't know something, my eyes, something like my soul in a corner, basically on any place where I am. Doesn't matter if I'm outside or inside. I imagine over there like a camera that sees myself and the surrounding situation. Why is this so important for me? Because in those moments, I look from outside, an outside perspective, and I think like, well, look around yourself. It's like all is in your mind. You have the control of it. Because maybe if you think like it's all in my mind, this can kind of sounds negative, but that's true. Sometimes we are made in order to think so badly that we get like we make everything worse. Yeah, sometimes it's literally the mind to make us suffer from some pain that it doesn't even exist. So in some cases, it's good to do a zoom out and look literally around you what is happening, and well, you see that other peoples are quiet, everything is calm and everything, and this sometimes calms my mind literally. And then I even think like, mm, look this moment, why you're experiencing it, like what you need to go through. Like instead of thinking why this is happening to me, is like what I should learn from this moment, from these thoughts. There is something like some deeper meaning. What does it mean? Yes, this is the point. Then I think like this moment I will remember in 5 years about this moment. Probably not. 100% not. I mean, not 100%, but in 99% of the cases, you will not even remember. So I think, like, okay, it's not that important, probably. It's probably something that came in my mind. Yeah, this is mainly the thing. And then, whenever I'm struggling, I think about other stuff like a bigger sense of it. Like the soul part that I was talking about is like, first of all, I think that I'm not alone. Yeah, this is like what I think is like, I'm not alone in that. And this leads me to a sense of gratitude. Like, I've been struggling with some stuff. That's okay. Everyone has their struggle. But what I think is that there are people that literally believe or believed in me, and if not for myself, because we sometimes cannot help ourselves, we don't care about ourselves, even if it sounds strange. Sometimes we are selfless, literally. And if I cannot do for myself, I need to do at least for the people who believed in me. And yeah, this is something that motivates me so much because I say like, not for me, for them. For those people who literally believed in me, who literally believe in me. And this changed my perspective like, I can't stop now. I will go just for them. I know, sounds like maybe too optimistic, but if you switch the focus from your pain to someone you care literally about, well, this gives you like extra power. And it's even like a gratitude practice because you're so grateful that you have people that literally believes in you. Yeah, maybe you think no one's believing in you. That's not true. Even if they don't tell you, doesn't matter. They don't believe you. So many people. I mean, 99% of the people that I think believes in me, they never told me that. I can tell even 100%. But you know that they have faith in you. So keep doing for them. Doesn't matter if they tell you or not. Why they're close to you? Because they believe you. Think about this. And well, think that you're not alone in this. Even in another way, like there are so many people that are struggling in this world, and maybe you can help someone else doing that. And this is what I do next. I try to help someone else, like when I feel useless, because sounds bad, but sometimes we feel like useless. Sometimes we feel like we are not good enough, etc. And this is very normal. I was talking in these days about this. But yeah, sometimes we feel like that. We can help someone else. Doesn't matter. This simple action will give us so much purpose that we will totally forget about our pain. Just making someone happy, for example, smile, will totally change our perspective. And this is what I did today. Today was probably my best day in terms of physical presence in the gym, just because of that. It was one of my worst days in my mind, but the reaction was amazing. You know, I suffer from social anxiety and I've been kind of silent in the gym, etc. But today was one of the best days because I try to help others, and this gives me like some purpose, some reason, some meaning behind it. Yeah, and yeah, even the purpose, like the meaning. Remember why you're doing what you're doing, or why you're still there trying to change your life. Like you're doing that for a bigger mission, a bigger reason. Don't forget about that. And if you don't have a reason, a mission, just think of what's the meaning of your life, what you want to do with your life, what's your bigger goal. We are all going to die one day. But even though there are so many people with negative thoughts about themselves now, think what you can do, what you can contribute in this world with. Like, if not for yourself, well, I don't want to say be selfless, but think about others, what you can do for others. And trust me, helping others will give you meaning and lots of things back. If you help others, you will help yourself. I can't even explain how big it is, this thing. But if you help others, you will see it's not karma, it's like a bigger thing. But consider it karma. You will receive something back. Just be genuine, like do for good and great intentions. This is the point. And then just have faith, because remember, it's like the seasons of life. There are some winters, and then there are better seasons. So just do your best in order to help others, and trust me, you will see how someone or something good will go back to you. So this is what I can tell you, like in order to fight those bad days where you feel like very bad. And yeah, what else? Like I said at the beginning, we don't need always to fight the bad days. Sometimes when everything goes wrong, well, don't try to control the storm, but control what anchors you there, like your body, your mind, and let's call it your soul, your purpose, whatever. Because yeah, mm, it's not that the life weights, they don't get lighter, but you get stronger and you will be able to carry on them, to be honest. So well, what to say, sometimes just lean over there, do something, just activate your body, your mind, do some stuff, even some meal prep. Yeah, about the food, do some meal prep. This is what I do: meal prep and music. This is how I started my day. Looks so simple, but trust me, it will give you a huge switch. Try it. And well, let me know in the comment if you tried, what happen to you. And well, if you have other suggestions, I will be very, very happy to read them. Even because in this way you're helping others like myself and other people that maybe one day can read those mails, those messages. So wish you the best as usual and keep going. You got that. You got it. Remember that.